So I just got back from the gym, took a little cold shower. It's weird. I never thought I would be like a cold shower person, but it feels good. After that, I normally just start my morning routine. I got my morning routine from the 5 a.m. club. It's the 20-20-20 formula. And in the book, they talk about it being an hour, but really it takes me like 3 hours. But it's move, reflect, and grow. Move is when you first wake up, go straight to the gym and break a sweat. And like that has been great for me because I was never really a consistent gym person, but I made it a habit of just waking up, going to the gym, and like that's like the first thing I do. And so even though it's pretty early in the morning, it helps you wake up right away. Like literally I used to wake up at 10 and smoke weed, and like wake and bake makes you tired, and like even if you wake up 5 hours earlier, it's like waking up and going to the gym just kind of gives you that rush of energy. Afterwards, I normally just come back, take a little cold shower, and then I reflect. And so reflection is journaling and meditating. I don't really meditate. I don't know. I get kind of bored when I meditate, I guess. So I'm not the biggest meditator, but I am a big journaler. I'm actually at the point where I'm journaling like twice a day sometimes. But journaling just kind of helps me get all my thoughts out. And so it's just mad therapeutic for me. I get to just write down however I'm feeling in the morning, kind of get that on paper and get that out of my head. And then it kind of gives me the ability to have a clear rest of my day. And then after journaling, it's growing. So growing is learning. I normally read during that time. I'll read anything from basically any book I feel like reading. Sometimes it'll be kind of self-help books. Sometimes it'll be business books. And sometimes it'll just be normal novels. The book I'm reading right now is called Slaughterhouse-Five. Slaughterhouse-Five has been very interesting. It's basically about this guy who's trapped in this time warp. And so he jumps between times. So he'll be like in the present, he'll be in the future, he'll be in the past, jumping out of control through different time. And he's getting stuck in this jail. And the jail is like some alien jail on another planet where they literally treat humans like they're in a zoo. And so it seems like throughout, like at least where I am now, because I'm only halfway through, he's going to have to get out of this jail in some type of way. And so yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen, but I'm pretty interested. The last few books I read, just finished Ender's Game a couple weeks ago. I just finished Ender's Game. That was like one of the best novels I've ever read. I've been reading Principles by Ray Dalio. It's a long, big book, but there's definitely a few parts of it that are really, really elite. I love his chapters on radical transparency and open-mindedness, and I think that's part of the reason why I'm even making videos like this, just to be radically transparent and open-minded so people can kind of help me figure this out, and I can also kind of just embrace the process more than the journey. The biggest thing I took from that book is that we have two barriers in life that we kind of have to get over. One of them is our ego, and the other one is our blind spots. Ego is the fear of not being liked. It's basically us wanting to always look good and be right all the time. And so our ego a lot of times prevents us from making the right decision or doing things that could potentially be better for us. I feel like my ego has prevented me from building in public more than I should, or like kind of giving you guys more of an insight on everything. Like I didn't want to be like, oh, you know, we're not doing the best all the time, X, Y, and Z, like we're still early, like, you know, we're still trying to figure this out like the rest of us. But definitely kind of reading that helped me peel back some of those layers. And then your blind spots is the fact that like we all have one certain way of thinking, and we have to realize that everybody thinks differently. And so there are some things that we just don't know, and there are things that the way we think, we're not understanding or processing it like other people may think. So there's things that we are actually just blind to. And so if you can strip down your ego and understand where your blind spots are by listening, and by being open-minded, then you could really start to figure things out. So yeah, that's Principles by Ray Dalio. And then the final book that I really been liking is Sell It by Serhant. Ryan Serhant he's a real estate broker, and I literally came to New York because I was watching him on $1 Million Listings. And so his book is about sales. And so he talks about kind of he sells real estate, so everything he does is sales. He talks about, like, the first thing about sales is, like, you gotta meet more people. And this is something that I'm trying to work on. Like, meeting new people every day is necessary as an entrepreneur. And so the more people you meet, the bigger the network you have, and the more money you can make if you're in sales. And so definitely, like, very interesting. He talked about how he used to go to the gym 3 times a day just to meet people, because he found a way to just kind of be cool and be like a sociable gym person, which is very interesting. He also talks about finder, keeper, doer. Finder, keeper, doer is how he structures his day. Finder is finding new business, being a CEO and finding new business and new opportunities. Keeper is being like a CFO and managing the business you already have. That could be handling the finances or just kind of operationally keeping the business that you have right now. And then doer is like the soldier. Those 3 things are very kind of cool to me because I'm very interested in how people structure their day. Everyone structures their day differently. Even in the 5 a.m. club, they talk about 90-91 and 60-60-10. So that's like your first 90 minutes should be spent on like your highest energy activity. And then from there, you want to do 60 minutes on, 10 minutes off, 60 minutes on, 10 minutes off. I don't know if that's the best for me, but yeah, just kind of hearing how different people structure their day is very interesting because, like, we all obviously want to be very productive. And so, yeah, we're just still learning, still trying to kind of keep figuring this out. It's about 9:15. I'm walking to the Entrepreneurs Lab. I like to go there and work just because I don't like sitting in my room all day. So it gives me a space to, like, go and work. It opens at 10 o'clock. So normally I just kind of sit in the Stern courtyard for a little bit, chill out, read my book until it opens. I actually remembered this time to pack my lunch. A lot of times I'll leave and I'll go home because I'm hungry. So I actually pack my PB&Js so I could just stay there, get a lot done. I got a meeting at 12 o'clock with a client, and then I have some client work to do, actually, some videos to edit. I'm gonna just do them myself because I need some money for the weekend. It's Thursday, we got Friday tomorrow, we have a shoot on Saturday, and then pretty good show planned on Sunday, so pretty busy weekend, but I'm trying to kick back, have a good time. So this is my normal walk to campus. The walk to campus is normally like 20 minutes, so not too bad. I live out in the East Village, so I can't take the train in there. I could take a city bike if I felt like it, but that's kind of just a lot to do, so I normally just walk. Yeah, it's not bad. It's chill. I'm gonna be honest. This is my first latte from Starbucks, and it is it is amazing. Like, it is amazing. This tastes incredible. So far today, I've been doing a bunch of outreach. I've literally just been combing through my network, and just reaching out to people, trying to schedule meetings. Now I'm like trying to find podcasts to do the dunks for. So I realized, like, if you go to an Instagram page that's a podcast, you can like click the little down arrow and then just find a bunch of podcasts from there, and then all you do is just DM everybody. So like, I don't know if this is like, I don't really know if this is a good formula for it or not, but it seems like I'm finding podcasts. And so earlier this week I tried to run an ad, and I don't know, I think the whole like send a message ad didn't really work because we're not getting no messages. So it probably would have been better for me to have a landing page instead. But yeah, when it comes to outreach, like it's literally just who can we find that seems like they make content? Who do we think could use our services, and then let's just knock this out. So yeah, I'm just finding podcasts and then just sending them to myself. I'm looking for podcasts that have been around for a while. I'm looking for older adults too. So like not people that are young trying to make a podcast. I'm looking for older adults. And then I'm looking for adults that don't like, they have graphics on their page, but they don't have no reels. So like I would reach out to people with reels, but I don't really think there's a point unless it's like, oh, you take a while to get your reels edited. So if you have a vault of content with no reels, I'm DMing you 100% every single day. Alright, I got a Monday meeting. Let's do it. See? Now we just move from there. That's how you hop in sales calls. When you hop in sales calls, you gotta just get right. You know? It looks like he set the time for 1 o'clock. So let's just get to it. Come on. Let's get to it. Come on.